Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another recap video. Today we're going to recap games from week 11. Week, yeah, week 11. We're going to start out with the Maryland Terps. Maryland finally got the W. They finally broke their four-game uh, losing streak. It was a very, very ugly game. A lot of turnovers. Um, Not too much offensively was going on. And it was a really ugly game, but Maryland got the dub. Now I had Nebraska in this game because I thought Nebraska would find a way to at least at home with that crowd they would find a way. They were as of lately they had been the better football team. They had won three or four. Maryland was on a four-game losing streak. You kind of got to go with the team that's been playing better up to this point. So I went with Nebraska. Mr. Sims had a horrendous game, and not just it was the interceptions, it was fumbles. I think they said all three quarterbacks for Nebraska got in, and they all had a turnover. I don't know what world that happens when you play three quarterbacks and you get five turnovers. It was just insanity. It was just a really ugly game. Actually, let's check out the box score. So they had three quarterbacks. They had Jeff Sims, Chubba Purdy. That's a crazy name. If you don't know, that's Brock Purdy's brother, and Heinrich Harburg. So every quarterback that played had an interception. That is just wow. Mr. Rule, the fact that you got five wins is nothing short of a miracle. Um, I don't know how you got five victories with this kind of quarterback play, but hey man, salute to you. There's a lot on the running. There's a lot of running, kind of. Jeff Sims had 10 for 33. Emmett Johnson had 17 for 84. Um, but even then, I mean, that's 4 points a carry. He did all right, but wasn't gangbusters. In Nebraska, had a team at 86 yards receiving. So the fact that this game came down to the last second field goal um, just tells you all you need to know about both teams. Nebraska is still getting there. Maryland, I don't know when they're going to take that next level. Um, but yeah, if we look at the Maryland side, Talia had 27 to 40, 283. He did have a one. He did have an interception. I just can't remember what happened when he threw it. It was I think it might have been he was trying to make a play and he just instead of throwing it away, I think he just threw it up. It was something I can't really remember. But yeah, I mean he played a good game. He didn't kill us or cost us the game. On the ground, Roman Hemby had 16 for 74 yards. That's an improvement from last week as a team. We had 101 yards as a squad, but nothing spectacular. But it was all through the passing game for us. We did also lose two fumbles, so the very ugly turnover game. Um, I guess if we won the turnover battle 3-5, but I mean you never want to say you won the turnover battle because you had less turnovers than the other team. You want to have no turnovers. It was a very defensive battle game. These Dante Trader Jr. and Tahid Still balled out on defense. He had two interceptions apiece. That was just incredible, man. They did their thing. Like I said, defense stepped up for both teams. They played good defensively. But yeah, at the end, it just came down to a last second field goal. We were the last team. We had the ball last. We made the fewer mistakes. I mean, I don't know if that's something you want to really hang your hat on because you did have three turnovers. But at the end of the day, Terrapins got the dub. So real quick, score was 13-10. I had Nebraska 25-17. They had Maryland at the time. At the time of the last recording, it was 2.5. So if you took Maryland with the line, you won just barely. I didn't take the line because I thought Nebraska was going to win, obviously. So obviously the line wouldn't affect me. And the over under was 42.5. I took the under. No one should have taken the over. And I had it by barely. I had 42 points combined. They only had 23. So I was pushing it very close with the under or with my score prediction. But yeah. So I'm happy the Terps got the dub. They proved me wrong. And yeah, it's on to next week. We got one more home game against Michigan. And I don't even think it matters if Harbaugh coaches or not. Because they really don't. Well, they prove now they don't need him. I'm sure they'll need him for the playoff if they get that far. But yeah, we'll see. Do we play spoiler next week? Who knows? And the second game of the day that I was covering was Colorado Arizona. Arizona won on another last second field goal. Now this game I got correct. I did have Arizona. I had Arizona 35-28. So pretty close. I was pretty close with that. Both quarterbacks, Fafita and Sanders, had good games. They had the better running game. Coleman had 11 carries for 179. Shador he led the team in rushing with 29 carries for 29 yards on 13 carries. No one really did anything else. Everyone had multiple carries, but no one cracked more than 25 yards, which is silly. They had 207 yards as a team, but obviously that was all Coleman. He had the most yards. Obviously, through the air, they did what they had to do. They spread the ball around. Xavier Weaver led with receptions. I don't see him on here. That guy, what's his name? The young boy. You would think after he balled out, he'd have more minutes. He'd have more playing time. But he has. I saw him suit up. I seen him in the video, the well off video. He was out there. Well, he suited up. He ain't play for some reason. I don't know why they don't play him. He balled out in that. What game was it? Was that the Nebraska? What game was that? Was it the Nebraska game? I think when he balled out. But yeah, receiving had 214 yards. They had a guy, McMillan, had 107 yards on 9 receptions. Incredible. He did his thing, scored 2 as well. Let's see. Other than that, it's a very clean football game. No turnovers. It was standard football. It was a very good game. Very close. Colorado had control for most of the game, and then the last quarter, they fell apart. Not that they fell apart, but they I guess they once again they didn't finish. They had the lead. They were playing well. They had the crowd going, and they just didn't finish the game. So now that puts Colorado. What is that? Four in a row now. 4 losses in a row. It's going to get scary because, like I said, they won't win another game. Like I said, if they were going to win any game within that last within that last stretch to get bowl eligible, this was the game. They got Washington State next week, and then they end with I think they have Washington State and Utah. on the road. So yeah, good luck. Good luck to that. Um, but yeah, real quick, let's go over my recaps and my scores. So I had Arizona 35-28, like I said. At the time of the last recording of the preview, it was negative. It was 10 points. The money line was 10 for Arizona. I didn't take the line. I didn't think they'd win by that much. I thought it'd be really close. And the over under was 54 and a half. I took the over. They hit the over. So I was right on all three accords. I was right for not the score, but I had the prediction right. I had the money line right, and I had the over under. The only thing I didn't get right was the actual score, but it is what it is. So yeah, next week we'll be going. Next week will be my week 12 preview video. We'll have all three squads playing next week. Notre Dame had a bye, that's why there's only two games this week, and then we'll get into that. Probably, I have to do it Thursday. My preview video because Colorado plays. They have a Friday night game, and I will not be able to do that. I will not be able to make a video in time Friday unless I get home like super early. But so definitely keep a lookout on that on the preview video. The Week 12 preview video will be uh, Thursday. That's a guarantee. Because, like I said, Friday I won't have enough time to get it out, get it recorded before that game Friday night. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.